message for you.
Every season has its battle. Every season has its war to fight. In every season there is a seed to plant. There is a fight to fight. But there is a kingdom where you fight from and you have peace. And there is a kingdom where you fight from, you are defeated before the battle began. But we are in a kingdom that before the battle starts, they are already defeated. Because we serve a God who is mighty in battle. I call him Obatikin Safuogun, the God that does not run away from battles. Man runs from battle, but God faces battles. That is one of the qualities that God loved in David. God saw that people run from lion, but David went after lion. Men from this kingdom, what people run away from, we run to it. Your diamond, your honey, your gold is in the place where people are running from. God allowed them to run so that it can belong to you. It doesn't matter how the battle look like. The thickness of the battle determines the weight of the blessing. The thickness of the battle determines the exploit. He said, they that know their God, they shall be strong and do exploit. David killed a lion, he remained a shepherd. He killed the problem of Israel, he became king of Israel. The problem you solve determines the power you operate. Understand this, that any battle that comes before you is there to lift you up. It is there to change and to transform your life. So in the midst of battle, you have peace. Fear may occur, but on your inside, you sense peace. You sense rest, because you know in this battle there is victory and joy will break forth. The Bible says some leopard in the land of Israel, they chased them out of Israel and out of the gate of Israel, and they say to themselves that if we stay here, we die. It's a battle. And if we go back to the camp of Israel, to the city of Israel, we will die. It's a battle. And if we go to the camp of the Assyrian, they will kill us. It's a battle. Sir, any step you take is risky. Learn how to take some godly risks to bring peace to your life. Don't wait for people to fight your battle. Do you know why? The one who fights your battle take your crown. Yes. The one who fights the fight take the seats. Do your fight and take your seats. Kill your Goliath and take your throne. Stop waiting for people to fight your battle because of fear. Fear comes to kill, but faith comes to keep alive. The thief coming to steal, to kill and to destroy, and faith stepped in. He said, have come that you might have life, and what? Have it more abundantly. Other versions say, have it in overflow. Everybody ran from lion, David went after the lion. Everybody ran from bear, David went after the bear. He said, then who is this uncircumcised Philistines that will defy the God of Israel? There is a battle that have come before you that you lost because of fear. And inside that battle, there is abundance of victory. Inside the battle, there are treasures. I'm not trying to tell you, go about look for trouble. That is not what I'm talking about. You sitting there, there is a trouble in your life. And you have been afraid to face it. Today, face it. Let it be once and for all. I wish you put your hands together for Jesus. Face it. If it is marital battle, face it in a godly way. All kinds of fight, face it scripturally and you will see victory. I was reading my Bible. I saw that David fought battle to the extent his hand cleaved to sword. I imagine that the people David were killing, were they not having hand or sword? But there is a God that made the hand of David his hand. David stretched forth his hand. It wasn't the hand of David, it was the hand of God. I speak to you today as you leave this ground. The battles that want to swallow you up, you will swallow them up. Here, the bigger your fight, the higher you go. Take your seat. Inside that fight, fighting godly in a very good way. Moses stood before Pharaoh. He said, what can your God do? And when Moses threw down the rod on the ground, it became a serpent. And the king Pharaoh began to laugh. He called on the magician, said, bring your rod also and throw on the ground. Came and threw their rod on the ground, and all their rod became serpents. But it came to pass that the serpent of Moses began to swallow up all their serpents. All the power of Egypt were swallowed up by the power of Moses. As you leave this ground today in the midst of battles, your power will swallow up their powers. And Moses took off the serpent by the tail, and it became gone. All the powers of Egypt became paralyzed from that day. You see, this life of peace and victory I'm talking about is not what you think that you can do yourself. It is what only God can do for you. It is not what you can apply your mind, not what you can apply your might. I have seen many mighty falling, but I've seen a tiny man with a big God standing. Yes.
Congratulations, you're